climate and traction control buttons, off-road modes, driving modes, that sort of thing.
We just need buttons. Give me buttons. The Armada has a dial for that. Buttons.
He's right.
Buttons.
He's right. I don't.
Welcome back to the Texas Pickleball Channel. I'm Brian.
I'm Craig.
And just kidding, we're driving an Infiniti QX80 today, and that's what we're going to cover right now. And look, we like the Armada more than a lot of people do. So I'm really curious about this. We actually haven't reviewed the QX80 on the show yet, and this is all new. So let's get into it. 2025 QX80 Autograph, 4-wheel drive. Comes with the 3.5 liter V6. It has a little more power. It's 450 horsepower up from the Armada. The Armada is 425.
Probably requires premium.
Probably requires premium and same torque rating of 516 foot-pounds. 9-speed automatic. This one does not have a low range, which tells you the intention of what this is, but it's kind of a bummer. I still want to be in a posh environment while on a mountaintop. So there is that environment. Here's the shocker, Craig. $113,965 with $2,000 in transportation. That's a lot of money.
Right, you destroyed the LX for being that much.
I
did.
You
destroyed it.
I did. I will stand by though, this might be a more luxurious product than the LX in terms of spacing because it doesn't have the 112.2 golden ratio, which means it has some really good rear leg room that the LX doesn't have.
Okay,
so
fair.
Think about your market and your audience. I would not consider the LX a great competitor to this because of its off-road compromises, and that's the shortcomings of that. Escalade, Navigator, okay, now we're talking. That's really what we're talking about against here. But let's talk about the front, Craig. There's something we gotta cover right away, and it's this nose. You've got kind of waterfall stuff going on. I love the high points of the hood. When you're in the car looking out, looks like an old Chrysler Fifth Avenue or maybe a Caddy. I like it, it's really cool. Coming over to the side, Craig, you do have an interesting feature here where you can just insert your entire fist almost into here. And,
Well, smaller hands.
And you can finger dance right there to the side. That's kind of cool. Insert jokes here. But I do like the lighting package. But this is not the lights. This is an accent.
That's not the headlight?
That's not the headlight. Headlight's hiding right here.
Ah.
And Infiniti's going to crucify me for saying this, but this looks kind of like the Mitsubishi Outlander design.
Ooh, you know what? It does though.
Or the Rogue. Nissan Rogue does the same thing. And
But they have
a
a partnership with Mitsubishi.
They
It's
do.
okay.
Yeah, it's not a jab, but the segregation of lighting and then just being an accent up here, Hyundai's done on some stuff too. I actually like it. I think it's kind of cool.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, you can do a pod that's functional and then just make this just to look cool. That's okay. And again, don't forget finger dance. You can still finger dance. All right, let's talk about wheel and tire. Coming on the side, we do have side vents, also like an old Chrysler.
Ooh.
These appear to be functional. Me liking, that's pretty nice. Downside is you still have some piano black on the outside of the car, which is an absolute fail for a vehicle of this cost. I don't like that at all because they scuff really bad in car washes. And the owner of this car is not washing it at home in the driveway, although they might hire someone to do it, it won't matter. Wheels and tires. These are the big Johnnies, buddy, and they are not flashy, but they do look pretty good. They've got a nice weave design to them. And these are Bridgestone Alinza tires. These are actually the same tire and size that you have on the Armada Platinum Edition. Let's see, they're 22-inch rims. What's the size?
Just 22s?
Just 22s? I'm glad they're not 24s, let me tell you that. 275/50 R22. Look, 22 is the new 20. That's all I gotta say. The good news is, right in here, Craig, air ride suspension with adaptable dampers, and look, it rides really, really good, and it makes the 22s just not a problem. So take my complaints and throw them away. Coming down the side, we do have a satin roof rail down here, which does have mounts, which means you can put a rooftop tent and do silly mountain activities and put a basket and get sponsored by Yakima and live your life. On the Armada, you have a traditional pull handle. This thing will go smooth and flush in, and then it's just a normal door handle.
Yeah, it's a little Range Rover-y or EV.
Yes, it is. Same kind of side step as the Armada. You do have a integrated step, and it is, I love that it's body color instead of just some random bolt-on like Amazon looking thing that a lot of these things come with. That looks pretty integrated, I like it. Coming down the side, Craig, you do have the...
Oh, personalized.
It's the Autograph edition, that's what that is.
Okay.
It's pretty cool, I did that.
Who's Autograph?
Mr. Autograph.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I will say this finish right here is kind of a satin.
I like this finish, actually.
It looks good. I think it'll be hard to keep clean, but you know, this is actually a good candidate.
It's better than piano black.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you ceramic coat this vehicle when you buy it, these little water droplets won't be a problem. It looks nice. It breaks up the pattern.
It does.
And this color, Craig, is not gray, but did you know that 80% of vehicles on sale today are some version of gray?
Yeah, Nissan told me that.
Nissan told me that's inexcusable. What is this one? Oh, here we go. This exterior color is 2T Dynamic Meta.
Huh?
Which I think is metallic.
What?
2T Dynamic. Interior color is burgundy. This thing is built, Craig. Is it J-Spec?
Oh yeah, it's a J-Spec.
Built in Japan, which it feels like it. Coming down the back, you do have a really in-depth cross LED light bar. I'm not
A
sure
lot
this
of
lights up
detail
fully.
going on there.
I kind of like it. I know Craig's not a big broken up space kind of person, but I think it's got some good shape and contours to it. Similar style rear spoiler, like kind of got that thing going on, right? So it does that, but it looks good, and it has the same kind of points the hood has on it, and then double shark fins up top. I'm digging that a lot. Let's come on down and check out the rear lower valance. There is a hitch hiding down here somewhere, and that's about it. No exposed tips, no exposed tips. Let's see what this thing sounds like coming from the 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. Oh brother, sounds like a V6 powered Hoover convention up front. What about back here?
It needs a MagnaFlow.
Let's go check it out. All right, piece de resistance time. This is the Infiniti V6 twin turbo. It is a VR35 DDTT, which means direct injection twin turbo. And look, it's the same thing that Armada has, but like we mentioned earlier, it has 25 extra horsepower. It's good for 450 horsepower, 516 foot-pounds of torque, paired to an all-wheel drive system without low range, which is a bit of a fail, going to open diffs. So it's a Luxo boat. It's not a real serious off-roader, but it's probably got some scoot. We'll check out 0 to 60 in a minute, but let's get the interior with Craig first.
All right, time to check out the interior of the QX80 Autograph edition. That's right.
It's right here.
Very personalized, and actually, it's actually quite sweet. But before we do anything, let's see if we can get in it.
I hate to break it to you, Craig. It's a you thing.
It's the thing, it's me. I don't understand it. I know I'm doing something wrong, but hit the button.
Let me try it.
Oh, okay, hang on.
Okay, does it have it?
I don't know.
First of all,
It should.
at 118,000 or 13, it better have it. Ready?
All right.
No hands. Look, Ma, my hands are full. Okay, look. I don't think it has it, Craig.
Okay. All right, let's try this again. Button actually works quite well,
Yeah,
I'll be
it's
honest
fine.
with you.
Yeah.
We make fun of the little kick thing. I've never really needed it. It's just kind of pointless.
I'm actually glad it doesn't have it.
Okay, we've got some gear here because we actually have the Infiniti Reps stuff here. Nice bag from Infiniti. This does not come with it.
Bull crap, this is mine now.
But it should. Sorry, Infiniti Rep. But let's get, actually, in all seriousness, let's get some of this stuff out of the way.
Are these illuminated? Yeah,
that's illuminated. That's
very
nice. We get a
okay.
nice little shelf here that we've seen in the LX700 before.
Yeah, but this one feels really rigid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it actually locks in place. I like that a lot. You pull this out, and we've got
An Infiniti bag.
we got an Infiniti bag, so you can put stuff in here. That's cool.
Okay.
I like that a lot, actually. And a little bit of storage underneath, not a whole lot. But let's. We do get 150 watts outlet right back here for
charge your phone. Okay.
maybe your phone, and then we can. Oh, look at this, Brian. Okay, I'm gonna. These are the rear seats. One touch.
Oh, that's
Brian,
nice.
that's the third row.
Okay.
Second row. One touch.
Hello.
Hello. And hang on, wait for. Oh, we got
a bag on that side.
Okay, that's okay. It's okay though. It's okay though. We don't need it. It's fine. We don't need that one. But this will show off what we need to show off.
Oh baby.
Look, Brian, flat.
So it is an Overlander.
Yes, it is an Overlander. Okay, so look. But here's the best part. Here's the best part. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
You ready for this? Watch this. It comes back up one touch. All of them. I don't have to go up there and touch anything. That's actually really kind of cool and convenient.
In the Armada, the front row you have to flip up on your own, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. Or the second row.
Exactly. So that's what the Autograph personalized touch gets you, Brian.
Can we talk about this real quick though?
Yeah.
We like to criticize Toyota for theirs being not very good, and that's because it sucks. This is pretty solid. Look at this thing.
No, this is good.
Seriously, you could use an RC car ramp with this thing. It's like
You know what else you can do, Brian? Maybe you might be able to like surf with it. You know, you can go surf it. You
Or
can
if you get
boogie
stuck-
board.
It's the traction board. If you get stuck at the
Traction
mall.
board. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you can do with this.
This is really rigid. I'm impressed. I bet it's weight rated or something.
So that's pretty cool. Infiniti, if you need more advertising ideas, call us. We've got plenty of functions for this.
And then, look at that.
Boom, and it's in.
Wow, that's legitimately good.
All right, Brian, let's get into the third row before we get to the front. And to do that, hang on, it's live. We're doing this live.
Okay, is there
There's a button
right
up top. You just hit the.
press and hold the forward one?
You just. Oh, Brian,
Interesting.
look at. Okay. Well,
Also-
all right. That's pretty autography.
Yeah, also look at that carpet.
And okay, so it moves all the way forward for you. That's actually pretty cool. So now I'm going to get into the third row. This is very bougie. I like this a lot. So I'm going to sit back here. I'm going to put this up real quick so I can actually fit back here.
Okay.
And Brian, I'm going to show the people.
Okay.
This is not bad. Okay, here's what's really cool. So okay, now I'm going to pull the seat. Oh, that's my seat.
okay.
Oh, so I can recline my seat. Hello. Pretty nice. So I can crush that nice Infiniti bag back there. And then I've got heated seats, which is really high or low, not just on or off. And then I've got USB-C charging with 2 cup holders back here, Brian, and rear AC vents. But let's see if I actually fit let's pull this back. Wait for it. Wait for
Yeah.
it. Oh, okay. Brian, get in here. Let's see if you fit.
Okay. Let's try it.
Yeah, that's important.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter because my head can't get to it.
But you can recline the seat.
Oh, okay. Good point. Good point.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Okay, so look, that's a pass. It's as close as we're going to get in the third row to the second row.
Okay.
All right, let's start with the door, Brian. You get a nice padded door sill and no peasant blockers. That's because, Brian, it's an autograph edition, and you might be famous, so they want you to see who you are. So I'll do like the burgundy color and the nice padded door pull with a spot for your phone. Piano black around the window switch. That'll get scratched by some kids. And then a water bottle holder down on the bottom. Brian, and then a clip speaker in this door, two clip speakers.
One of 24.
One of 24. A nice illuminated door sill. Let's get in and let's see what we got here. I've got the seat forward a little bit because we're messing with the back seat. I can recline. I got captain's chairs here. This is nice. Okay. I got a nice door pull here, Another one of those 24 speakers, rear AC vents. I've got $113,000 in tri-zone climate control, not quad zone. There's competitors that have that in this segment. That's all I'm saying. And yes, Brian is right. He's really excited about this because in Texas, we need that. More on some cooling features when we get to the front row here in a minute. But before we do that, Brian, what is this?
It's a tablet. Like what everybody wants is
but
a tablet.
What for what?
So it gives you climate control right here, which is actually your HVAC. If you
So
don't
that's
reach
in
up
case
here-
you don't. Oh, okay. So in case you don't want to go like this, I can go.
Right.
I can just go like
Right.
this. Okay, that's
And then-
good. Sometimes what happens is you have a sibling that is really annoying.
What?
What?
Who are you talking
Anyways, sometimes you have siblings that are really annoying. So what you do is you sit over here. You're the older sibling, and you got seat adjustment, and you click right when they're not paying attention. Maybe they're asleep, and you just kind of start moving this thing forward. And they don't know, and that's going to be great. And they're just like sleeping, and then they just fall themselves into, and you're just like, yeah.
So again, as a parent, you don't want this trim. You want the tablet not to be active.
Okay, to the front row.
To the front row.
All right, Brian, let's check out the front row because this is where it really matters. Nice padded door sill up top, same burgundy inset, and the door pull has a spot for your phone. And I've got all the controls over here, all auto windows with the power folding mirrors. That's really nice with memory seats and a spot for a water bottle.
Hey, also memory seats on the passenger side.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's
nice.
actually rare. That is rare.
That's very rare.
Brian, go look. And on your seat, Brian, a lot of passenger seats don't get the same as the driver. You get all the functionality on the passenger side.
Yeah.
There is a massage. Show them the massage button.
Massage button and one below it. Look at that. Bolster adjustment.
Bolster adjustment and massage adjustment. This is, look, you can get very comfortable in this thing. You've got the 14.3-inch digital clusters and infotainment. Turn the audio off, it keeps coming on automatically. I'm sure we could adjust that. This is some pretty interesting and fun gauges you could play with and do some different things. You do have Google integrated now, like a lot of Nissan products, and like it just works well. You don't have to use CarPlay now, which is kind of nice. And then they call this a tablet. This is a secondary tablet in addition to this, because what was happening is before is people were using CarPlay and needed to adjust the climate control. Well, now you've got it all separate down here. So this is all climate and traction control buttons, off-road modes, driving modes, that sort of thing.
We just need buttons. In this tablet, I'm just gonna put it out there, Infiniti's gonna be mad with this. Steve, I'm sorry, and Travis. This isn't better than buttons, because when it gets laggy or it has a bad day or something, it just is freaking annoying. Give me buttons. The Armada has a dial for that. Buttons.
He's right. He's right. I
Buttons.
don't look. Okay,
Yeah.
look. And then Brian pointed out earlier and mentioned on the Monroney, here's 4 high, but no 4 low. To me, it's unbelievable. This does not have 4 low.
Right.
It's okay. There's other cars in this market, in this segment that don't have that. It's fine.
Yeah, and let's be honest too, that like the Expeditions do that too, and the GM stuff does that too. So like, and this isn't a serious off-roader. It's probably fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Brian, okay, very comfortable seat. One of the things over the Armada you get with this is these seats are magic. They are really comfortable. I like the driving position in this, just like the Armada. One of the things I do like about this a lot is, yes, this is a premium car because it's got the suede black.
doors,
suede.
yeah.
But Brian, you get all the fun stuff down here. You get the wireless G charging, you get cup holders, and then Brian,
Is
you
that-
know
Whoa!
they're trying to compete against the
Look how deep it's a fridge box.
the Land Cruiser. It's a cool box, so you
Dude.
turn it on, and now it's a fridge. That's pretty cool, just like the LX700s or 600s.
That's deeper though. Like you can put a Topo Chico in there.
Yeah, it's made for a Texas audience.
Yeah.
And then Brian would get this right here. We saw this earlier in the Armada. We weren't sure. This is actually a drive camera. So if you hit someone up front, you can see what you're doing. It's like inboard and outboard facing.
So you can see the
camera.
crash happen.
Yeah, right. So, and
Okay.
then Brian, there's more right here. That's not a camera.
Well, what is that?
That is actually a biometric cooling infrared body temperature sensor. Hold this, because I got to explain
Damn,
what this
wait
is.
a second, what is
so,
that?
Let me show you.
Okay.
Hang on, watch. Woo! Just came in from the gym from a workout, and I'm sweating like crazy. And what that does is that senses your body temperature and says, "Hey, that guy's hot. Crank up the AC and the ventilated seats. You're in business." That's pretty
Oh.
cool. But enough of all that. Let's do 0 to 60.
Interesting.
All right, Brian, it's a little ride and drive time for the QX80 Autograph Edition.
Yep.
How are these 22s riding?
Well, we just hit a speed bump right there, and we could barely tell it was there.
I didn't know we hit one.
Yeah, so that's a good sign.
Okay, could have been a small child too, but it's fine.
Well, either way, you're isolated.
Yeah.
And here's the point. We are at Margaritaville in Conroe, Texas, and we're around the golf course, and I feel like this is a fitting spot to test this thing at.
Absolutely.
That was 25 miles an hour
Wow.
on a bump that's pretty formidable.
Yeah. We actually ran over a golfer there.
Yeah, and his clubs. That wasn't
Yes.
bad. All right, so we'll do 0 to 60 at the end of this segment here because we got to get to a spot where we can. But let's talk about the ride and drive. We just did. It's good. Let's talk about the seats. What do you think after spending some time in them?
Okay, the seats are actually very comfortable, Brian. I would like to go on a long road trip in this and be massaged with the biometric cooling
Okay.
and all those fun things and sleep while someone else drives. I would like to be driven in this.
Okay, I can see that. I do have a complaint from the driver's seat.
Okay.
And it's that seat feels like it goes lower than this seat does. And I don't know why.
Yeah, that's an Armada thing for some reason.
Yeah, Armada did the same thing. I don't why. Now, I have enough headroom. I'm not saying I don't have
It's
enough
true.
headroom. I just would like to sit a little lower in the body, that's all.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
I think that's something worth mentioning. So, anyways, that's basically that. I think we need to do a 0 to 60 run real quick. And it's going to be hard because there's a lot of traffic down here, but we're going to do it anyways.
Let's do it. All right, Brian, see if you can put your signature on the 0 to 60 run. Hit it.
2,500 RPM launch. 22s are heavy. Shifts at 5,500 RPM. 40
Make some
miles.
fun noises.
50 and 60 on my
Okay,
gauge.
and 6.1.
Okay.
That's
6.16.
that's not bad. So without me in the car, it'd probably be 6.1, maybe 6 flat.
Probably 6 flat. Usually on something like this, we'll pull a tenth out of it with one less rider in the car. Not bad. I did notice, compared to the Armada that we also drove today, there's some fake engine noise on this one.
There is.
Yeah.
Which I like. It sounded good.
You did?
I did. It wasn't obnoxious.
I didn't love it, but it wasn't
Okay.
awful. It wasn't Tundra annoying, TRD Pro Tundra annoying.
Maybe I was distracted by the really thick carpet in this thing. I just can't quit looking at
It
it.
is. Okay, let's talk about that. We've got a little highway speed now. We're doing 50.
It's quiet. Other than your fake noise. But that's the sport mode.
Okay, let's try it in standard.
Okay, hit it. Yeah, it's better.
It's in sport mode. Okay. That's good. This is very quiet. I think you're right. I want a road trip in this, and I don't even mind being the driver on it.
Right.
Okay, well, that being covered, that's basically it on this. Stay tuned. We will get this for a week-long test coming up here pretty soon on our next run, and we'll do more in-depth living with it stuff. But in a proper 0 to 60, I am very confident we can crack 5 seconds with this.
This is a pretty, well, it's got presence. That's all I'm saying.
This is a presence. Thanks for watching. See you next time.